muscle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. For it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, they'll run with Chubb, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because... battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's go. 44, 44, 44. You can't have it. You're not going to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working Coming out of the gun, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stopped short, and this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They start on the ground with Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 31 yards there, the first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for,
but instead, third down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Minshew throwing on third down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. Fights through, and now a crease. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Beckham Jr.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
The Browns' first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Chubb, the Browns' ball carrier. Leon Jacobs brought him down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. For Nick Chubb. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Jack.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 right at the 30. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
64, weak.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again to Thompson on the screen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Browns nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
That's what I'm talking about. Josh Allen.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second and a long way to go. Mayfield and finding the tight end Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield off the play fake. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. He's coming. Double up.
Minshew, first and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 50, plant. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill. Check, 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 check. There.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Go. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Browns nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
6-yard pickup.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
For David Njoku.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Off the option, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
The extra point is
Parkey with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action, it's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. Rush in, rush hard.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Geis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Darius Geis, the ball.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go play action. Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
3-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
defensively. We always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 13-yard line.
They go jet sweep here with Shark. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A throw over the middle, taken in. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Check. Yep.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Browns.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 81.
Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They get this out left, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
28, Browns 15.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. About taking the ball away.